Namaskar, welcome back. Once now we start today's session and our senior trainer Mr. Nitin Kumar Garg sir is present here and hopefully you are all enjoying his session and his experience also beneficial for all of us. So on behalf of LTTC and on behalf of LTTC and APT participant, warm welcome to Nitin sir once again for today's session. Sir, you are welcome here.
Thank you, Krishna.
शेयर कर लोगे ना सर अभी आगे हमारे
Hello, good morning to all of you. Am I audible? How are you all? How are you all? Where is Mr. Wang? Wang is there? Or taking fast food? Good morning, Sarah. Any doubt so far in any topic? In any topic, if you have any doubt, we can discuss first here. All of you are enjoying the training. Mohanji, you are looking nice. How are you?
Always good, sir. Very well.
Okay. Any doubt so far in any topic or especially in my topic?
As far as as long as
nothing is doubtful.
As of now, everything is good.
Okay, fine. Keep interacting on the WhatsApp also. Further, you have my personal number also over the WhatsApp also. Personally also you can ask me. Okay, because it is a sharing platform only. Okay, it is otherwise it will be a one-way communication. For a trainer side, it will be delivered, and trainee side, otherwise I don't know how much you will be able to grasp me or not. So it is better to be interactive in every manner so that it will be a beneficial for us. Is that clear? Sarah, yeah. Any doubt? Varun, Wang. Okay, fine. So today's one thing is there. So far we have discussed the cyber security. So far we have discussed the one virtual world, like one universe, that is the metaverse. And so far we have discussed it is not a single silver bullet. We just trigger and cyber security can be implemented. No, it is not like that, because in today's scenario, our challenge is much bigger as in earlier cases. Just like it is not like that if we have deployed one firewall or session water controller and then we can say our network is secure one. No, it is not like that. We have moved little bit higher, and further it is a magic of AI, and both are true. We have the AI, you have the AI, you are also having the AI, and bad elements also having the AI. AI is everywhere, and in both way, ethical and non-ethical way, it can be used. So that's why our challenge is much bigger than the earlier one. So today's topic is basically a society 5.0. Society 5.0. Have you ever heard the word society 5.0 so far? Have you ever heard? Little bit, it is a little bit virtual. Okay, little bit virtual, or you can say little bit, what we can say, fictitious. Okay, little bit fictitious. Because at present, in earlier session also we have discussed about the modern artificial intelligence, metaverse purely based upon the this modern artificial intelligence. But one thing is there, whenever we are saying the fictitious word, okay, when we are going to implement the artificial intelligence, how the life will be changed, how the life of people will be changed, okay, how the human and humanity will be achieved, how the human and humanity will be achieved. Today I have shared one case study. Have you gone through that over the WhatsApp? One case study I have shared over the WhatsApp. If you have not read, just it is requested just for a single moment, just go through it. Okay. So can anybody suggest what can be the scenario in that case? In that case study, Sarah, have you gone through this case study? In case of human driver, okay, in case of human driver, what type of expectation you can have in that first scenario? Okay, in the first case, okay, in the first scenario, human driver is there in the cab, and something is uh, not good with Mr. Pochi. Okay, some sweating is there due to the anxiety, or it may be possible he is meeting with some heart failure or heart attack or stroke like that. So, in a very next moment, what driver will do in case of human? Yes, Sarah. Call the medical service definitely, but before to that, he will offer the water. Okay, that is the first condition. That is the first humanity touch point of view. Simply, he will offer the water. Or not? Agree or not? Take the hospital is in next step, second or third. In a third step, it will come. It will come. So, but what is the very immediate point? Simply, he will offer the water, because human or humanity, both are the two sides of same coin. Okay, two sides of the same coin. Whenever we are discussing with the human, definitely humanity will come. Humanity will come. But simply in another scenario, human is replaced by the machine. That is a robot or cobot. In that case, what will happen? Have you got my point or not? Pradhanji, have you got my point? Mayo Mimi, have you got my point? What I want to say?
Yes, sir.
So in next case, suppose human driver is replaced by the cobot or robot. So what can be the scenario?
I think the robot will take him to the hospital, I guess.
Before that, who will offer the water? Who will offer the water?
No, I'm thinking that since the robot will think that that person needs medical attention, so he might take him to the hospital. So
Yeah, definitely. I'm agree with this one. Definitely, ultimately, Mr. Ponchi will go to the hospital in case of human also, in case of machine also. But one thing is there, in a very, very immediate effect, in a very immediate touch point, simply humanity says offer the water. Some sweating is there, that means offer the water, or simply say spread the water on the face or like that. So in case of human driver, it is okay. First immediate effect will be he will offer, okay sir, please take water, or if he is not in a position to take the water, simply he will try to fit the water in his mouth, in Mr. Pochi mouth. Have you got my point? But in case of robot, what robot will do? In second case, the robot will call the emergency. Basically, Sarah, this thing happened in a movement, or in a nanosecond of the movement, you can say. So that's why accuracy or the calibration with the human mind and the human emotions is very necessary in case of artificial intelligence and autonomous system. Have you got my point in this? Have you got my point in this? I'm saying calibration with the emotions of the human mind. Okay, it is not a fictitious one, it is a logical one and taking the shape in today's scenario. And that is the most difficult challenge for the developers or for the humans. Is that clear? But another side, I am asked why I am asking this one. Another side, why I am asking this one, because there is something is needed. And in the very beginning, from first class, I am saying whenever human is stuck at one point, we want to achieve, human always want to achieve excellence in their life. Okay, we want to achieve the quality of service in the life. Okay, quality of service in our life. Okay, and during this journey, technology always help us in each and every manner. Forget about the religion, forget about the caste, forget about the economic status. Is that clear? That means something is missing in that, something is missing in that. That is the humanity. That means more calibration of the human with the machines is needed inside that. And this can be only possible. That means we need to redefine the parameters of the humanity. Redefines the parameter of humanity in terms of humanity 2.0. In terms of humanity 2.0, we need to redefine the humanity, because whenever we say the humanity should never be died. Okay, so it should be redefined, and that's why it is a separate topic, humanity 2.0 and life 3.0. So what basically means, we need to redefine the society. Whenever we have discussed about the people, we have discussed about the human, we have discussed about the social engineering, but what about the society? How the group of peoples will behave in the super artificial intelligence era, and this is the name of society 5.0. Is that clear? Any doubt in this concept? Have you got? Monji, is that clear? The robot might be able to diagnose the problem with him and act accordingly, while human will be in doubt. Definitely, these are the technical things. These are the technical things. These are the technical things. And one more thing is there, when our medical diagnosis ends at the MRI. But in case of robot, it starts from the MRI because it is equipped with the high definition or the ultra high definition cameras in the eyes, so it can immediately take the MRI in machine's eye, and after that it can send to the nearby hospital. That is the concept of smart city. Each and everything will be connected, then automatically doctor ambulance will be sent and equipped with the whatever the necessary first aid will be required with the oxygen or whatever it may be. That is definitely. But first thing is that the humanity touch point, who will offer just like that. Okay, immediately it is needed to feed the water to that particular, in our case it is Mr. Pochi. Okay, we need to feed the water. Who will feed in case of machines? Definitely robot. But before that, this machine should be calibrated much more in the form of accuracy with the human mind, as we have seen in the case of social engineering. Are you getting my point or not? Definitely, Domingo. Definitely, it will be there. How are you? I think you have appeared in the last course of APT also from ALTTC side, because in somewhere in my memory your name is there, but I'm not sure where exactly you are there or not. Exactly, you are the person that is or not. So, all of you agree? All of you have got my point that I want to say. Am I making sense, or completely it is a fictitious one? Yes, but our volunteers, Sarah, Mohanji, have you got my point? Yes or no? Be frank. Okay, fine. So that means we need to redefine the humanity. Humanity is needed. Humanity is needed. Humanity is needed. Humanity is needed. Thank you. Okay. Are you agree with my point? Are you agree with my point? Something is missing. That means in terms of humanity, we need to redefine the humanity. Is that clear or not? All of you agree? So that is the concept of society 5.0. That is the concept of society 5.0. Our next question will be definitely what about the 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, or it directly starts from the 5.0. Definitely 1.0 to 4.0 will be there. Whenever we say the 4.0 or 3.0, 2.0, definitely it is there. And why and how we derive the society 5.0, why it is needed, I already made clear with some examples. So now we are proceeding with the society 5.0. Is that okay? And further, I am sharing, and I'm also going to share some case study in the form of digital governance over the WhatsApp. Please be interactive in the WhatsApp. Okay, please be interactive. Okay, please take the active participation in these case study. It will help you to build up the basic knowledge about the topic. Is it okay? Okay, fine. So in the cover diagram also you can say society 5.0. The theme is technology driven human centric world. Whatever whatever you are going to develop with the help of AI, whether it is robot, whether it is cobot, or whatever it may be, okay, everything should be, it may be possible whenever we are seeing autonomous system. Autonomous means human out of the loop. This one is agreeable. Okay, that means human out of the loop. Whenever we say the autonomous, human out of the loop, but another side, it should be human centric. Okay, it should be a human centric. It should not be a parallel to, it should not be a parallel to human or the humanity. It should not be a threat for the humanity. Whatever we want to develop, it should be a human oriented or the humanity oriented. Is that clear? Now proceed to the further. This is little about ALTTC. I think all of you are aware about that. This is our vision mission. This is the about the speaker. It is a big question mark who I am. Okay, it is very difficult to itself. I don't know who I am. So we will discuss in the last of this PPT who I am. Definitely a human, or you can say people. But it will be difficult in society 5.0 or after the technology advancement to be stay as a human. Okay, it may be possible that some robot or cobot may influence our humanity parameter or thinking process may be changed in the autonomous world. It may be possible. What is this? What may be the answer? This is the prerequisite of our course. You can say if you are able to solve this, that means you are eligible to learn the society 5.0. Yes, definitely you are eligible. Thank you. Some of the things we have seen, but some of the things we will start from this society 5.0 in this PPTs. One big question in our mind, is it a technology of today? Yes or no? Society 5.0. What do you say? Please be interactive in yes or no. Randomly you can put yes or no. Answer is if it is a technology of tomorrow, then why should we need to learn in today? It is a technology of tomorrow, not a today. Okay, but taking shape from today, and it is a need of an hour to understand the concept of society 5.0, how the scenario of society will be in case of in case of artificial intelligence era, because we humans basically based upon the society. If you minus the society from your living, that means you are just like an animal. That I am. And the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Okay, as per the Steve Jobs, you can find the struggle of Steve Jobs on YouTube or the Google or any search engine. So, who are crazy enough? Who are crazy enough can change the world. Okay, otherwise no. Always remember from one point from my thing. Whenever you came with some concept to the world, okay, in a very first instance, it goes in a rejection phase. Oh, what rubbish is this? Okay, this is the simple answer from the society. But if you are crazy one and if you are a dedicated one, okay, dedicated one, then one day definitely world will recognize you and your magic of concept will be recognized and it will be implemented and was taken by the society. It is there. Like our Krishna ji, he is also one dedicated officer. I think you, you all of you have known about him. So this already we have discussed. We are moving from Internet of People to Internet of Things. Is there any doubt in this PPT, or shall I skip? Shall I skip? Basically, at present, we are living at the IOP, Internet of People, and we are moving towards the Internet of Things. Whenever we are saying the things can be things can be anything. Okay, anything means even single soil particle should also be able to connect with the internet or able to communicate over the virtual world or the cyber world. That is the concept of Internet of Things. Internet of Things. Is that clear? We want to connect the world. In case of Internet of People and Internet of Things, we want to connect the universe. Did not get exactly that what is society 5.0. Okay sir, we are slowly this thing will be clear. Basically society 5.0 will be are you aware what basically a society is? Can you define the society, Pradhanji? Can you define what basically a society is? We humans basically what we think, what we thought, or what basically in a group form for the social purpose, it calls the society basically. It calls the society. And in case of artificial intelligence and completely in a autonomous world, how the society will look like? So that is the concept of society 5.0 in a very simple terms. I hope now it will make some sense to you. Is that clear? Have you got some little bit about this? Okay. And if it is not clear, please keep interacting with me. How to define the humanity in this platform? Whenever peoples and things are on one platform or the single platform, how to define the society? Have you got this question, Sarah? Example, I have taken the robot case study. Whenever things, machines, and the people are on the same platform, definitely the parameters of humanity. Whenever we say the humanity, humans will come, and when humans will come, definitely society will also come. So how the parameters, how the society will look like? Okay, so this is the society 5.0. Is that clear? That means parameters of the society should also be changed in case of autonomous world. So that is the society 5.0. Is it okay? And I think it is already clear to all of you. I have discussed in the very big day, but basically a new definition of telecom. Can anybody tell? Can anybody tell which is the technology trinity out of this five? If we say the technology trinity, which one will come? Which of the three will come from out of this? Mohanji, can you tell? When we say the technology trinity, IoT, BLC, and AI will come. IoT, BLC, and AI will come. Okay, 5G will not come inside the this technology trinity. IoT behaves just like a eyes of the autonomous system, BLC for internal communication, and artificial intelligence for the brain, and 5G for the external communication. This is the 10 top strategic predictions from 2021 onwards. And the two things we will focus. First one is the storage. This is the out of the scope of this course. How DNA storage will take place. Okay, DNA storage is taking place nowadays because one day cloud will also become the this short as far as data is concerned. So that's why new method of data storage and processing taking shape in the form of DNA storage and DNA processing. And what about the society? 30% listen to the voice of the society from 2024 onward. These are the few trends. That means it goes toward the society 5.0, and this is the new means of communication, computing and the processing. The future of the digital storage from pen drive to test tube. It in a very first instant it seems some illogical or some fictitious. No, it is not like that, because whatever means we have in the form of hard drive, okay, hard drive or in the floppy or USB, up to 30 years, the life of the data is 30 years, maximum up to 30 years we can save this data, we can protect this data, but after 30 years it will be destroyed. But in case of this digital DNA storage, it can be much more, up to 100 years or 200 years. It can be stored. It can be stored. So these things are taking place. Is that clear? So in some other seminar, basically we conduct the seminar on the DNA storage also. So in the form of this nucleobase code, and we store this one. Whether it is a synthetic DNA or actual DNA, can you answer, or can you make a guess whether it is actual DNA or synthetic DNA? Synthetic, definitely, Mohanji. I think no, Pradhanji, it is not a first time. You see the Gardner report over the DNA storage, and the Microsoft is working. Microsoft and Google both are working hard to implement this one. Up to from 2025, it is taking the shape. Okay, because cloud is becoming costly, and basically it is further a centralized platform. It is further a centralized platform, and we are moving towards the centralized to decentralized in the form of blockchain. So definitely new means of storage and processing is required, that is in the form of DNA. Okay, you can over the Google you can search the DNA storage or the this one Gartner plus DNA storage or DNA processing. A lot of things you will find inside this one. Otherwise, you can join our seminar also for DNA storage and the DNA processing. And in the next month also we are going to conduct one e-seminar over path to metaverse. If you are interested, you can join this path to metaverse also. I will share the information in the WhatsApp if you are interested. So I think this PPT is already clear where what is web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 and 4.0 and 5.0. At present, which version we are? Can anybody tell? Sarah, can you tell in which web version we are living at present? In which web version we are living? We are living basically we are at migration between yeah, we are very near to web 3, and we are in migration from web 2.0 2.5 to 3.0. Yeah, somewhere very near to web 3. Actually we have entered in the web 3 entry at the web 3 entry, and it can take that 10, 20 or 3 1 or 2 or 3 decades to jump from 3 web 3 to web 3.5 or this one. In between IOP and IoT, definitely you can say, definitely it is yes, very good, very good. You have got a clear idea about that, definitely. Okay, so I'm skipping this one. And we are living in the era of self-organizing network, auto-configured network, software-defined network. Software-defined network, I have already told. And whenever you want to define the definition of this software-defined network, not go in much detail. Simple thing is, if you want to compare it from the earlier version of this next generation network and software-defined network, next generation network means it is 80% of hardware and 20% of software. And whenever we are saying the software-defined network, it comprises of 95% of software and 5% of hardware. We are living in the era of software-defined network, and further we are at artificial intelligence and machine learning. Then we are moving towards the robotic process automation or smart SPA also, smart process automation. And by this, we are moving towards the cobot. What is cobot? Can you any idea about cobot? What basically a cobot is? Pani, pani or phone? Pani, pani. What is cobot? Monji? Yes, definitely it is a collaborative robot. What do you mean about the collaborative robot? How it is different from the traditional robot? Yes, definitely. Basically, Mohanji, the thing is like that. Robot concept of robot is not a new. Okay, not a new. It is a much old one. And whenever one thing is there, whenever we say the robot, it is basically it is built for the predefined task. Some household robot will be there, so it is basically some predefined logic will be fed inside that. But suppose one robot is there that we have made for the purpose of addition of the two numbers. Can we expect it can subtract or multiply also? Answer will be no, because addition logic is fed inside that. But in case of collaborated robot, it is a fully autonomous. It is a fully autonomous, and it will learn. It will learn when addition program is fed inside that. We will basically try to teach the robot in case of cobot how to basically addition and subtraction will be. Okay, what are the mathematical functions, and rest of the things it will automatically learn from the humans. That means if it knows the addition, so subtraction it will basically learn from the humans. So that are the cobot, and your industry 4.0 and rest of the things basically purely based upon the cobots. Nowadays we are living in the era of cobots. Is that clear? Any doubt? Okay, thank you. Next is humanoid. Humanoid means same cobots, not robot. Forget about the robot at that point. Same cobot with human-like body, like Sophia. What is cyborg? Can anybody tell? What is cyborg? Cyborg means artificial intelligence inside the human body. Inside the human body. That is the cyborg. That is the cyborg. Is that clear? So we are living inside this era of both humanoid and the cyborgs. That I have already taken. And we are moving towards the technological singularity that you very well know. Okay, you can say data is the new soil, data is the new oil. Okay, and if I say data is the new oil, then who will be the next Saudi Arabia for the data? Can you answer this one? Sarah, can you answer this one? If I say data is the new oil, so who will be the Saudi Arabia for data? Can you answer? Data holders. Who is the pioneer inside this data holding? Which country? I think China. I think China. Somewhere I have read about the China. Okay, from last 10 years, I have read in some report, they are sitting on the top of the data. Okay, you can search the Google also. I think China will be a new Saudi Arabia in this. Up to this, it is clear. Up to this, it is clear. Okay, you work out on the Google. I think it is a China. Forget about that. So definitely, if we say the oil, definitely some king will be there. Okay, some king will be there, and definitely one country will be there. But in my memory, it is a China. You can search out this one. There is no question of argument. So up to this, it is clear. Any doubt? Now, what basically a society 5.0 is? Okay, in basically 2016 to 2020, okay, several countries came up with the idea of some revolution, and based upon the disruptive technologies. like IoT, AI, robotics, big data, 3D printing, 5G, auto car, autonomous car, virtual reality, augmented reality. North America came up with the concept of IIoT. What is IIoT? Industrial Internet of Things. Europe came up with the idea of Industry 4.0, that is the IR 4.0, Industrial Revolution 4.0. And China came up with the concept of making China and targeted up to 2025. Japan came up with the idea of Society 5.0. And Asia came up with the idea of Smart Cities 2020. Is that clear? So Japan, it is the credit goes to the Japan. They people come up with the idea of Society 5.0. Pradhanji, are you listening me? Are you getting the idea about or not? To meet the global economy, okay, to achieve the trillions of economic target, Japan came up with the idea of Society 5.0. That means one society, okay, that means revolution in the society that is based upon these technologies, especially more emphasis will be given to the AI. Okay, that will completely change the scenario of the existing. That's why these are the disruptive technologies. Is that clear? Up to so far, any doubt? One thing during this journey is digital transformation. Okay, it is a digital transformation. People, process, and the tools. Okay, all are oriented by the digital transformation. Okay, what does it mean? It empowers your employees, engage your customers, optimize your operations, and transform your product. Okay. In the form of digital things, artificial intelligence, digital project management, and digital twins, I will cover inside the IR 4.0 in the next week session. What basically a society is? A society or a human society is a group of people involved with each other through persistent relations or a large social grouping sharing the same geographical or the social territory, typically subject to the political authority or the dominant culture expectation. That I have already told. A group of people who are involved to decide the parameters of the human living. Society is the basic foundation block of the human life. That is the most important part. Okay, without society, if you minus the society from the human life, that means it is just like a animal. That is the difference between the animals and the human life. That means society. We are evolved towards the this society. Cooperation and humanity. Okay, cooperation and humanity. Sarah, can you tell this person is pulling or pushing? This is also a big question mark. This is also a big question mark in today's society. But ideally, he is pulling or pushing? Pulling, yeah, pulling definitely. Okay, but both scenario you can find in today's society. It may be a pulling or it may be a pushing. Okay, just joking, but it is a pulling. Okay, it is a pulling, and it is basically a cooperation and humanity. This is the example of society. That's why I have taken the example of the case study is today's. What is society? Values of what? These are the values of society: sense, principles, honesty, integrity, respect, morals, honor, like that. Infinite properties. What is society? Inclusive society. Inclusive society, irrespective of ability or the disability or special ability. You need to adopt this. You need to adopt this and then define the society parameters. Is that clear? That means society for all. Society not for specific gender, specific age group, okay, specific caste, specific religion. Forget about that. Okay, forget about that. That means it should be all. It should be for all. Like that. Inclusive society. One also favorite topic is there in the ITU, that is the digital inclusion with the help of artificial intelligence and IoT. And last year also we have conducted one seminar, intelligence for autism. Artificial intelligence for autism. It was also a very great hit. Now path to society 5.0. Path to society 5.0. The road to society 5.0. 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. What was the 1.0? We were the hunter. We were the hunter. We don't know, we are not familiar about the fire and like that. So hunter, we were hunter. Okay. We only knows the hunting, and we basically take the, in a food, we take the raw meat, raw meat. Okay. So this is the society 1.0. No vegetarian was there in case of society 1.0. Society 2.0, we started to learn the agriculture. Okay, it was the agrarian society. And takes a thousand or millions of years jump from 1.0 to 2.0. It is a complete revolution it takes. Just like a web person, it comes under the decades, but in case of society, it takes the millions of years. It may take. Society 3.0, it was the industrial society. It was the industrial society. And what about the 4.0? Computer came. Computer came. That means we were living in the information society. At present, you are living in the IT world or the cyber physical system world, CPS system. At present, you are living in the cyber physical system, not in the IT world. Okay, IT world already deployed up to 2010. After the 2010, from 2011, basically, we have entered in the era of cyber physical system by the concept of industrial revolution. And this gives the birth towards the society 5.0. Is that clear up to this? Up to this, any doubt? Society up to society 5.0 is clear? What is the society? Problem with the society 4.0. What was the problem in the IT? 90% of the world's data was created in the last 2 years, and it is called the info obesity. Too much information. Too much is always a harmful. We don't require the too much. We don't require the big data. We require the only specific data. We require the targeted data only. Okay, we require the specific data. Nowadays we are living, and our requirement is the specific or the targeted data. Is that clear? So too much data are not needed. We are living in the info obesity. So that's why in case of society 5.0, we will implement the artificial intelligence at the very beginning level, very initial level. Japan's economy was worse. See this one, I think we will not go in much detail about that. The world's top 5 largest economy in 2021, like that. These are data I have taken from the Google. This one, China resides at the second position, Japan at third, and Japan desired to come at the second place. Earlier, I think few decades ago, Japan was at number 2 position. Okay, number 2 position. Now it came down to at this one at third place, and they are working hard to come up at the second place. Okay, at the second place. And during this journey, okay, one few facts are also there. The few facts are also there. People of Japan works hard. They work 997. That means 9 to 9, 7 days a week. Can you imagine the life? Okay, Karoshi, which can be translated literally as the overwork death. In a Japanese term relative to occupational sudden mortality, the most common medical causes of Karoshi deaths are heart attacks or strokes, or this one. Okay, and as per the ex late PM Shinzo Abe, this was the concept of basically approved or given by the ex and late ex PM of Japan, Mr. Shinzo Abe, and aim to reach the 600 trillion yen GDP. Okay, that's why they have came up with the idea of society 5.0. Japan's vision for the next step in human evolution. So that is the main purpose. Now what next? Next is the society 5.0. Just see this video.
The English thinker Malthus argued in his famous essay on the principle of population in 1798 that there was no longer sufficient land in the world to feed a rapidly growing world population.
Threatening poverty and famine. But an agro-industrial revolution soon transformed the economies of Europe and North America, and his fears proved unfounded. Over the past 10,000 years, the different agricultural and industrial revolutions have given us access to unimaginable levels of wealth and well-being. In the last 100 years alone, average life expectancy has more than doubled. GDP per capita has tripled. Infant mortality and food prices have decreased 10 times. Transportation costs have decreased 100 times, and the cost of communications has decreased 1,000 times. Since 1960, the integrated circuits are 30,000 times faster. Since 1975, the price of solar panels dropped 250 times, and since 2001, the DNA sequencing is 100,000 times cheaper. This was the journey towards the Industrial Revolution 4.0 that gave birth to smart factories through the use of cyber-physical systems. With IoT, big data, nanotechnology, robots, blockchain, drones, 3D printing, biotechnology, and AI as primary drivers that can also enable a social transformation in medical and healthcare, education, mobility and infrastructure, fintech, food and agriculture, energy and resources, environmental and climate changes. It is true that we still face major challenges. There are still massive asymmetries in the distribution of wealth. The 26 richest people on the planet own as much as the 4 billion poorest people. There are jobs at risk due to technological progress. There are unethical uses of technology. Enormous environmental issues, climate change, deforestation, and the fast loss of biodiversity, waste, and pollution. Major challenges in the functioning of organizations, companies, fair treatment of all those involved in the value chain, higher transparency, and gender equality. Today we talk about sustainability. We designed a society of the future with new possibilities and solutions being created continuously by companies, making people's lives more comfortable and sustainable. We think about the role that technology can play to a more sustainable tomorrow. Today we talk about Society 5.0. We take the disruptive potential of Industry 4.0 a step further. We see the intersection of the virtual, physical, and biological dimensions as an opportunity to a super smart society, human and planet-centered. Today we have the power to carry on the last 100 years of remarkable progress, only this time with a truly sustainable approach, using technology and wealth to help us solve the major challenges we face. At BCSD Portugal, we believe that our future will be super intelligent, super connected and super efficient, but mostly superhuman and super sustainable. Join us as we discuss how to achieve this transformation. Society 5.0, the next revolution.
Is that clear? The concept of Society 5.0? So Japan raised the concept of Society 5.0 in 2016, which is the technologies-based and human-centric society. That's I have made it clear. And what about the Industry 4.0? It is a human out of the loop, and in Society 5.0, it is a human-centric. Whatever may be the development in terms of human or humanity will be there, it will be a human-oriented. Okay, human out of the loop doesn't mean that human is completely out of the loop. No, it is not like that. It is a loop oriented towards the human. And what 5 represent? The 5th form of society in our human history, chronologically following hunting, farming industry and the information. And the essence of the Society 5.0 is that it will become possible to quickly elicit the suitable solution that meets the needs of the most individual. That was the ex-PM late Shri Shinzo Abe. It was the dream, or it is the dream of Mr. Shinzo Abe. Unfortunately, last week shot dead by some bad elements. So it is up to the Almighty wish. We all are basically all are basically binded towards the Almighty decision. But it was the concept given by by Mr. Shinzo Abe, and Japan is working hard to achieve the Society 5.0, and entire globally all the countries accepted the concept of Society 5.0, and we are moving towards the AI driven society or AI based society. Is that clear? Up to this, any doubt? Up to this, any doubt? The definition is human-centered society that balances the economic advancement with the resolution of social problems by a system that highly integrates the cyber space and the physical space. That is the cyber physical system. But basically a cyber physical, you can find out the biological evolution from this also. Okay, hunting and like that tools, and then again nowadays our tool is cyber. Increasing autonomy, human out of the loop, but again it is a loop oriented towards the human. What is cyber physical system? With this diagram we can understand we are living in the physical world, and one logical or virtual world is there, and at present with the help of our technologies like IoT we are communicating towards the cyber world. We are not going into the cyber world. In case of metaverse, we will go inside the cyber world. Practically, we can see in the next month seminar in the path to metaverse, how can we go inside this metaverse and how can we feel inside this metaverse. Practically, we can see it in these details inside this seminar, inside that seminar. So basically, it is a cyber physical system. It is a cyber physical system. So we transact in the cyber world. That means data we will send in the cyber world, and in the cyber world it will analyze, and then it will send the knowledge. It will take the knowledge from that data, it will extract that, and based upon this experience it will send the actions to that physical world. That means it will be governed by the cyber world, it will be ruled by the cyber world. Is that clear? Up to this, any doubt, Mohanji, Varun? Okay. And Pradhanji, now it is clear what basically Society 5.0 is. Be frankly, or shall I repeat? Okay. It should not be Alt Control Delete. Okay, it should be clear only. Now I'm skipping this. I will share PPTs. No worry. This is the birth of the societies: coexistence with the nature, hunting society, agrarian society, industrial society, information society, and the again name is the next generation society or the super smart society, and it is a Society 5.0. And what about the Society 5.0? It is based upon fourth industrial revolution, digital transformation, cyber physical system, AI, IoT, blockchain, and this one. Based upon this, that means these technologies, these disruptive technologies have the power to completely revolve the society by the name of Society 5.0. Pradhanji, up to this, be frankly, Society 5.0 concept is clear or not? And Japan power of the Society 5.0 can be imagined, but that Japan is targeting to achieve the 600 yen dollar. Okay, this one trillion of yen economy by this Society 5.0. Okay, there is a war between the economic war between the various countries to be achieve the number one or number two, whatever it may be, by the power of this. This one is clear or not? Like that, metaverse is also taking shape. Metaverse also is a part of society 5.0. That means we have at this for the society 5.0 we just entered, or we just touch the entry point of society 5.0. But in case of metaverse, we can say we are here, somewhere here, somewhere here. So that's why it is a very much essential to know the concept of metaverse. Autonomous. Third industrial revolution was automation, information, computer, internet. That I will cover in the IR 4.0. No worry, I'm not going to cover this one. This is the difference between the 4.0, 5.0. Invention of computer, start of information distribution, use of IoT and AI in advanced super smart society. This was the information society, and society 5.0 is super smart society. This is a new society, a completely new society, and human oriented or the human centered. I'm not going in a much detail, otherwise it will take itself take the 15 days. It is a big topic. So whom we are targeting by the society 5.0, we want to achieve the quality of service, especially for the aging society or the aging people, because we are living, what we want to achieve, we want a digital inclusion. What do you mean about the digital inclusion? Irrespective of digital inclusion means irrespective of this caste, irrespective of religion, irrespective of age group, all should be on a same platform, and society should be able to help each and everyone. So that is one of the particular challenges of Japan, is the aging population. While aging does not mean becoming a problem, it does become with some challenges on various levels, although some of those can and will become the less of the challenge as a result of smart approaches for technology, but are shared by the smart people. It is expected that across the globe, over 20% of the population will be over 60 years young. Okay, we are not using the old. 60 years young by 2050. Essentially, this means apart from the amazing numbers in Japan today, that all countries should watch at what happen is doing and how the society 5.0 works out in reality as well. We all have a lot of lessons to learn from that aging population perspective, because they have the experience, we don't have the experience, so we should be benefited from that experience. Okay, it should not be a linger on position. So we have society means inclusion of all. Mohanji, have you got this point? Yes, you and me are the younger one, don't worry, we are not older one. So we comes under the category of we are on the path of society, just joking. Okay, but these are the global facts. So Society 5.0 is not about the single country or the single region. It is all about the humans and the humanity. So slowly we are moving towards the Society 5.0. So one question definitely asks how much time Society 5.0 will take. Definitely telephone takes the 75 years, radio 38 years, television 30 years. So like that, it is a continuous growth. We are slowly we are moving towards the metaverse, and we are entering in deep inside the Society 5.0. So I think this much is sufficient about the concept of Society 5.0. Any doubt in this? Rest I will cover in the some another seminars. So I think this much is sufficient. So any doubt is there up to so far? So how many SDGs it covers? Society 5.0, almost all. With the help of these things, okay, these technologies, it covers all the goals from zero poverty to partnership for the goals. Okay, we will not go in much detail about this one. It covers each and every goal. Okay, that's why the concept of Society 5.0 will be there, and I wish it removes the poverty and hunger from the world. Okay, this is my heartly desire. It removes the hunger and the poverty from the world, because it is a curse for the society or for poor people. Living poor is very much difficult. Okay, it is just like a hell. Okay, in our basically elder says that after the death, this heaven and the hell concept is there. But in my view, if you are not having money, so it is just like a hell in this world. So this thing is there. You may not be agree with this one. Definitely so many good things are also there, but this is the fact. So I always pray to Almighty, if Society 5.0 can remove the poverty and this hunger, zero hunger can be achieved. So immediately we should achieve Society 5.0 as early as possible. Is that clear?
يواش بیدار شو دهانتو باز کن مشکلی پیش نیامد مادر همه چیز خوب پیش رفت خیلی ممنون
もう今日は夕方で終わりなんです。
哎，那样我们就可以有时间喝杯咖啡、聊聊天什么的，对不对？
ていたところなんです。ぜひドクターの意見も聞いてみたい。
おお、なかなか美味しそうだね。
美味しいよ。
Mercy Japanese doctor. Mercy Japanese doctor.
The fourth industrial revolution will enable us to create a new society. Society 5.0, a technology-based, human-centered society. With autonomous driving, we will be freed from the stress of driving and have access to safe and comfortable mobility. New medical and communication technology will allow patients to receive cutting-edge medical services at low cost, anywhere, anytime. A variety of advanced technology will enhance human ability and expand our infinite possibilities, helping us enjoy more fulfilling lives. Towards Society 5.0, Japan will keep moving forward.
So these are the basically moving from hunting to imaginative society, that is the society 5.0, and one formula is there: digital transformation into imagination and creativity of diverse people can lead to the problem solving and the value creation. This is the basic theme of for the society 5.0. And always be a solution oriented, don't be a constraint. So that is the only part of this. Whatever the challenges you have, always you have the two ornaments with you, that is the hope and faith. I always believe with the help of hope and faith, you can overcome with any challenges of the society. So COVID pandemic is the best example of this. Hope, by the hope and the faith, we serve the humanity, we serve the best of the humanity principles. This video, very important and very close to my heart. So as per him, he redefined the humanity parameter in the form of humanity 2.0. So every moment in the life, every moment of his life is the precious and the precious gift of Almighty. And before that, always smile. Life is for the smile only. And again, question mark is there. Who am I? I am the piece of small piece of consciousness synchronized with the super intelligence, that you can say Almighty or the God, whatever you believe in. And always believe humanity should never die in terms of humanity 1.0. If humanity 1.0 will fail, definitely humanity 2.0 will be redefined and reorganized. So by this, stay blessed and thank you, because you are the part of the universe. You are the universe. Inside that universe resides, and that is synchronized by the Almighty God. So thank you. Thanks to all of you. If you have any doubt, we can discuss. And before that, please share your feedback regarding the course, regarding my lectures, regarding the topics in the WhatsApp group, and few more case studies for the next topic I will share. And I request to all of you, please go through that and be interactive in the WhatsApp group, and don't forget to share your feedback inside that. All of you are happy with this or not? or any doubt is there, we can discuss here in a 2 or 3 minutes. After that, quiz session will be there. Yes, any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Sara, Mohanji, Varun, Wang, Pradhanji, is that clear? Pradhanji, is that clear? Okay, okay, don't go or don't leave the session with the doubts. Okay, whatever doubts are there in any topic of the course, you can ask me on my personal WhatsApp also, or the group WhatsApp also, or in my session also. You are free to that, but for the God's sake, don't go with the doubts. It is a learning platform, and for the ELTTC side, we request to all of you, please be interactive and share your feedback in the WhatsApp group. So by this, thank you all of you, and I am handing over to the our dedicated officer to Sri Krishna ji, and definitely he belongs to the society 5.0, not the 4.0. And we are taking the 15 minutes break. After that, quiz session will be there, so we can expect our next session around 11:35. Is that okay? So thank you. Enjoy. God bless. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you for session, and this is the break time. 10 minutes please take break, and after break we start the chat session. Thank you for session. Have a nice day.